Late fall season freshwater bass fishing.
There we go.
Edward talked me into getting on his damn boat for some bass fishing at Lake Lopez in San Luis Obispo, California.
Oh. Whoa, he came back for it. He came back for it. You're a feisty little fish.
But we immediately mark crappie on the Garmin and decide to get some of those crappie in the live well first thing before we start having all kinds of fun with those bass.
Oh. Must be.
Must be.
Yeah, baby.
That's the right kind. Yeah.
Woo! I can't believe this is happening right now. I feel like I'm having a dream.
Dude, that is awesome. That is so sick. That's a nice crappie.
Hey, you pretty little fishy.
I got one.
Nice, dude. Head is on. All right, the action is beginning. The day has started. Whoa!
Yours could have eaten mine.
Oh. That's so cool.
Solid. Yeah, and you can see this is the down imaging. It allows you to see more of a photo of what's going on down there, and you could really see that that's clouds of bait versus there are individual fish in there. See that, those little
So
dots?
there's a few crappie or something down there.
Yeah, there's a few individual marks.
This is so fun. I love doing this. Just watching your bait drop. There we go.
Ooh.
That feels like a really good one, dude.
Get it.
Yeah, that feels like a good one. Do you have a net?
Yeah.
I think we should use it.
That's fun. Nice, Vince. Oh, that is a good one.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, wow. That is a good fish.
That is a nice one, bro.
Woo! Look at that, guys.
Here at Lopez Lake.
Oh my gosh, what have I been doing with my life? I need to get out here more often.
For real, right? That's a nice crappie. You're on fire, bro.
Dude, and
On fire.
on that Sierra Slammers, VMC hooks, this nice glow-in-the-dark perch grub. That is a nice fish, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys have never crappie fished before, you've never done this before, what you want to do is just let your bait drop and watch your line dropping. See how it's sinking, 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 and my line is going down, down, down. If it just stops sinking, I'm gonna set the hook because that means a fish picked it up or I hit the bottom. And I don't want to snag bottom either, so as soon as it stops, I'm gonna pick it up. So you can see my line is dropping, 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 dropping. And then once we find bottom, then we're just gonna go up and down, right in that last 6 to 8 feet off the bottom. Watch it fall, watch it fall. They usually grab it on the drop. There's one.
Nice.
This is so rad. You gotta be gentle on these guys. You don't want to tear their lips, right? So you just have to finesse them in nice and easy.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, right. Ed's over there just tearing them up.
I'm in bass.
Oh, this is another good one, bro. A decent one.
I'm putting you on the good ones, bro. I'm putting you on the good ones. Good one.
Right at the top of the lip right there in that hard spot right in his nose. There was no way that was gonna come off.
Nicely done.
It was all skill.
Yeah.
I've been working on that really hard. All right, so this is a shout out to our homie Ilya Seltzer out on the East Coast in New Jersey. This is a Hook to Cook hat that's coming to you in the mail, bro. Thank you for introducing me to Ed all those years ago. Who would have thought that we would be here today fishing together? So crazy.
It's awesome,
But
man.
Ilya is
So
totally
good.
a part of that.
Yeah.
And dude, you're here with us in spirit, and it would be so awesome if you were here fishing with us. So let's make that happen one of these days.
Yeah, you're welcome aboard, bro. Whenever.
Cool. So I got this knife when I was living in Washington State, and it's just a, cheap Kershaw knife, I used it for absolutely everything. It was my only knife. Kitchen, cooking, hunting, fishing, everything. And Ed sharpened it up for me. It was really rough.
It was bad.
It was really bad. It is incredibly sharp now. It is as sharp as it gets.
Chopping on rocks.
I'm gonna be really careful with this. Thanks for fixing up my knife for me, bro. And we got some Papa Leroy's seasoning right here. It's great for the pan. No MSG, no gluten, no GMO. That's so weird.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm running a terabyte on mine.
This feels like a dink. Oh my, I need a fish tank.
I want a fish tank too.
Dude, I wish I had a fish tank. I would bring him home, name him George.
George.
Sorry, George.
Feed him mealworms.
You can't come home with me, George. We could have been
or
good
catch
friends.
catch him breakfast. Dude, that'd be awesome. Get a nice piece of driftwood in the fish tank too, like a nice 40-gallon fish tank for one crappie. You throw a bluegill in there eventually. And...
I would set up like an iPhone so it had like a big screen TV.
Throw a little mini couch in there.
Just put like 24-hour streaming of like worms and... Well, the crappie fishing turned out to be crappie fishing. We decided it was time to move spots and start bass hunting. All right, so we're moving to another spot. There were no fish at that last spot. We pulled up to a main lake point, and I could see that it divided two major branches of the lake. It dropped off really fast into about 50 feet of water. There was some vegetation, and the wind was blowing directly onto the point. My initial thought was, this looks like it has potential. I started with a shad imitation and fished it through the column. Oh, is that a kestrel? Ed threw the crawdad imitation and dragged it along the bottom. Yeah, it's a kestrel, bro.
Where?
On the shore, see that bird? There's a bird right in front of us eating something. He's probably eating a lizard or something that he caught. Those are cool birds.
There he is.
Oh, hello.
On the football jig, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe you should drag a football jig.
Nice one, Ed. Way to get us on the board.
Not very big, but I'll take it.
Remember, the camera adds a couple pounds, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice 4-pounder.
Yeah.
Ed suggested I put the jig on. The bank is super steep, so I'm basically just letting it fall down the side of this underwater bluff on a taut line so I can sense a bite.
Like the railing of the bed. Another one?
Number 2.
After that, we were on fire.
Damn, that was instant. All right, that's a nice 3-pounder.
All the bass we were catching were on the small side, so we decided to move in hopes of finding some larger fish.
Okay, I'm pulling over something for sure.
Man, the fall bite is no joke. These fish were eating our baits so hard. When we landed them, sometimes part of the lure was hanging out of their butthole.
Oh, there we go.
Woo! Nice! Nice!
Oh.
Good one, huh? That's a good one, Vince. Any fish is a good one.
Well, any fish is a good fish, yeah.
Any fish is a good dragging a jig, buddy.
I felt him.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah. Dude, he wanted that, huh?
Yeah.
Swallowed it.
Just an absolute lunker.
What a brute.
I mean, we're crushing the big ones out here today.
We didn't find many bites elsewhere, so we decided to go back and have some fun with that hot bite at the main lake point again. Especially since sunset was approaching, we had hope a big one might come through. Along the way, we chatted with a local fisherman named Alex, who was on shore, and he started asking us if we use a leader when fishing in the surf.
Hey, you guys throw plugs? Plugs? Well,
No, it'll work. I throw straight braid a lot. It'll work.
The main reason is so it doesn't like foul up on the hooks.
Yeah, when that braid wraps around that front treble hook, it can be a real pain in the ass. Sometimes you gotta cut and retie.
That's what I've noticed. Like, it looks like...
But hey, if I'm halibut fishing, I'll fish straight braid.
Okay.
Or like anywhere time I'm around a lot of kelp and rocks.
It's funny because big fish eat small baits too.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, oh, I need to throw the glass.
Oh. Oh, dang. Whoa, he came back for it. Oh, he came back for it. He came back for it. That was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy. He took it, I missed him, and then I let it drop and he sucked it up again. You're a feisty little fish.
So if you follow Vince Goes Fishing, you know I moved from Washington State to Ventura, California in 2020 to start my YouTube channel, and I've been focused almost exclusively on saltwater surf fishing. What you might not know is that I learned to fish on the lake.
Oh, that was a good one, baby.
Targeting bass and panfish. So I understand that in the fall time, the bass will be foraging heavily on shad and crawfish, trying to fatten up before they settle down in deeper water for the winter.
That might sting a little.
Now Vince is gonna be like, yeah, when are you going bass fishing again? When are you going bass fishing, bud?
Be addicted.
I'm not doing anything tomorrow afternoon. Let's go.
Oh, that's funny. Hey man, I'll cancel my doctor's appointment. Ever since you got me bass fishing, man, it's like my whole life is falling apart. All my relationships are deteriorating. They say I'm not present anymore. I don't remember Thanksgiving dinner. I just remember thinking about bass fishing the whole time.
Ed told me they were getting 40 fish days on the shad imitation just a couple weeks ago, and they were suspended feeding in open water. But recently, our temps dropped significantly, so it's no surprise to me that we're now finding these bass in deeper water on bottom. And all the fish I caught were responding to a slow, subtle presentation. We were still only catching small bass, so we decided to change our presentation and fish the water column with a shad lure. But they didn't want it.
They're not eating these things.
No, you're not eating it. They like the crawfish.
Yeah, they definitely like that on bottom better.
So we switched back to the jig on bottom, and that was a pretty good move.
Yeah. Dude, is that a better one?
It's not a big one. Hey, it's a surf perch. These things follow me everywhere.
Look at that.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the people who ever called me a bad fisherman.
Well, November 19th, 2024, it was a fun one.
It's pretty much winter from here forward.
Yeah.
I think last week was pretty much the final hurrah of like hot bite.
As the winter season sets in, I wish you all good luck. Fish safe, fish legal, fish hard, and keep fishing fun.
All right, that was a lot of fun. Ed, thank you so much for getting me out here, dude. That was wonderful. Thanks, brother. Until next time.
I really like these Sierra Slimers baits. I want to give a huge shout out to Mike and Jared at Sierra Slimers. These guys have always been so cool, and I gotta say, their mini jigs are the absolute best. So get 15% off, use code VinceGoesFishing15 at sierraslimers.com.